Creativity is not something you do, but something you allow. Not a skill you master, but a flow you join. Not a talent you possess, but a gift you receive when you make space for wonder. And that is the thought for today. Welcome to 7 Good Minutes. I'm Clyde Lee Dennis. Thanks for joining me for what I believe will be 7 of the most enriching minutes of your day. In today's episode of 7 Good Minutes, we talk about unlocking your creative flow and a simple daily ritual for inspiration. Enjoy. There's a moment each day when your creative spirit is waiting to be awakened, like a sleeping artist ready to paint the canvas of your life with fresh ideas and inspired solutions. Yet so often we rush past this moment, caught up in the urgency of our schedules, missing the gentle invitation to create something beautiful, something meaningful, something uniquely ours. By the end of this episode, you'll have a simple yet powerful daily ritual that can unlock your creative potential, and you'll understand how to create the conditions where inspiration naturally flows into your life, regardless of whether you consider yourself a creative person or not. Creativity isn't reserved for artists, writers, or musicians. It's the birthright of every human being, the spark that allows us to solve problems in new ways, to see possibilities where others see obstacles, to bring something into existence that wasn't there before. But creativity, like a garden, needs the right conditions to flourish. It needs space, attention, and a gentle invitation to emerge. The ritual I want to share with you is beautifully simple, yet profoundly effective. It's what I call the 3 breaths of creation. And it can be done anywhere, anytime, in just a few minutes. The first breath is for clearing, releasing the mental clutter and preoccupations that block your creative channels. The second breath is for opening, creating space for new ideas and fresh perspectives to enter. The third breath is for receiving, welcoming whatever wants to emerge without judgment or expectation. But let's expand this into a fuller practice. Begin by finding a quiet moment in your day, perhaps with your morning coffee or during an afternoon break. Sit comfortably and take those 3 intentional breaths. Then, spend just 5 minutes in what I call creative receptivity. This isn't about forcing ideas or trying to be brilliant. It's about becoming available to the creative impulses that are always flowing around and through you. During these 5 minutes, you might simply observe what's around you with fresh eyes, noticing details you usually miss. You might ask yourself an open-ended question like, what wants to be created through me today? Or, what new possibility is trying to emerge in my life? You might doodle, write a few words, or simply sit in quiet openness. The key is to approach this time without agenda, allowing your mind to wander and wonder. Another powerful element of this ritual is what I call creative gratitude. Before you begin, acknowledge something in your life that already exists because of creativity, perhaps the music that moves you, the design of your favorite mug, or the innovative solution someone created to make your life easier. This gratitude opens your heart to the creative force that's constantly at work in the world and reminds you that you're part of this ongoing creative process. Physical movement can also be a gateway to creativity. Consider adding a few minutes of gentle stretching, walking, or even dancing to your ritual. Movement helps break up mental patterns and allows new neural pathways to form. Some of the most creative insights come not when we're sitting at a desk trying to think, but when we're moving our bodies and letting our minds roam freely. The environment you create for this ritual matters too. It doesn't need to be elaborate, but it should feel intentional. Maybe you light a candle, play soft music, or simply clear a small space that feels sacred to you. This signals to your subconscious mind that you're entering creative time, a space where ordinary rules don't apply and new possibilities can emerge. One of the most important aspects of this ritual is releasing attachment to outcomes. Creativity flourishes in an atmosphere of playfulness and experimentation, not pressure and performance. Some days your ritual might lead to a brilliant insight or innovative solution. Other days it might simply leave you feeling more open and alive. Both are valuable. Both are success. Consider keeping a small notebook or journal dedicated to capturing whatever emerges during your creative ritual. Not to judge or analyze, but simply to honor what comes through. Sometimes the seemingly random thoughts or images that arise during these moments contain seeds of future projects, solutions to current challenges, or simply reminders of what brings you joy. The beauty of this ritual is that it works with your natural rhythms rather than against them. You're not trying to manufacture creativity. You're creating conditions where your innate creative nature can express itself. You're not forcing inspiration. You're making yourself available to receive it. Remember that creativity is not about producing something perfect or impressive. It's about engaging with life as a creative act, approaching challenges with curiosity rather than fear, seeing possibilities rather than limitations. When you establish a daily ritual of creative receptivity, you're training yourself to live more creatively in all areas of your life. As you move through your day, carry with you the awareness that you are a creative being living in a creative universe. Every problem you solve, every connection you make, every moment of beauty you notice is an expression of your creative nature. Your daily ritual simply helps you remember this truth and align with the creative flow that's always available to you. That does it for today's episode of 7 Good Minutes. Please take a moment to rate and review the show on the platform you're listening on. Until next time, let's be civil to one another out there. Thanks for listening. If today's episode resonated with you, I've created something to help you take the next small step. I've put together a series of better habit guides designed for people who feel behind in life and want a simple, practical reset without overwhelm. You can explore all of them at 7goodminutes.com/guides. That's 7goodminutes.com/guides.